Hi guys, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna be right with you. How do you write attached? Am I stupid? Attached. Is that not how you write it? I'm stupid. I'm officially stupid, guys. Is that what I need? Yes. Okay. Attached? That's how you write it, really? Thank you so much! Oh my god! Thank you, Henry, and hi! We're starting off so strong. Thank you so much. Starting strong to December. So, at least. Okay, so. Yes, that's crazy, Henry. You're so supportive. I appreciate it. For you and for December. Yes. So, let me just turn this on too. So we get a bit more of a cozy vibe. Also, I'm in my sweater today because I'm cold and tired and not having the best day, just in terms of like energy. Also, I'm snacking, but maybe let's just catch up first and then I keep snacking. So, first of all, welcome back everybody into my stream. It's been a while. I'm so sorry for missing so many streams the past the last week. But I am happy to report that my November is over. Everything went well. I finished very strong yesterday. I'm just so tired now. I slept until lunchtime today. I definitely need to refill my energy resorts. I need to... Yeah, my brain is... I'm going in circles still. Like, I'm still very much caught up in what this November was. And I feel very drained today. I feel very down, very drained. No energy, no motivation whatsoever. But that's like so fun. Thank you for subscribing again. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like, it was to be expected. I expected a little crash. If you don't know, I had the most intense November ever. I think it was actually my most intense month in the past 5 years. I can't properly move my body. Every inch of my body hurts so much. I am so sore. I'm so sore in my body, in my brain, and my energy, yeah. And I just need to recuperate. Is that what you say? I don't know. I also look pretty tired, probably. Even though I slept really well. Like my body really took got a lot of energy in my sleep today, so that was really nice. But I still need more. So today is gonna be, it already was very, very slow, very slow. And I'm also gonna continue and finish slow. So this is gonna be a very cozy and relaxed stream. I also don't have much planned. I just wanna, oh, we have a hype train. I didn't even realize. Wait, let me just, my desktop is a bit of a chaos. And also I started tackling everything that has been building up over the month of November because so much was not catered to. And it's like itching, and you know when you have so much to do, you have to push some things aside, but you know these things really need to be done. And I'm a month late with something that's pretty big, and it's giving me shivers to thinking about it. So just yeah, I need to get to it. There's a lot of things that now need my attention. So this month, December, we'll be relaxing and enjoying December and like getting on top of all of my things that really I didn't cater to. It's okay, but it's a bit stressful. Like, I don't like not doing things. I don't like looking away from problems because usually they don't, I don't know how to say, but it only gets worse. Wait, really? Gift bundles are 35% for the rest of the stream. Wait, Henry, tell me more. How do you know? I love that. Why do you guys always know so much more than I do? You read it. Where'd you read it? Well, anyways, guys, gift bundles are 35% off. I'm trying to find it, but I can't see it. Anyways, I'd obviously love your support. So yeah, I feel like, what do we want to do on this stream? Do we want to plan the month of December a bit? Do we want to chat about what we want to do for Christmas theme things? I'm very cozy today. I'm sorry. It's for the next 2 hours and 20 minutes, but you only care about me. Also, this is a sweater that I bought when I was like 12 in Sweden. And it still fits me quite well. And I love it. It was wrongly washed. I washed it with a normal washing program, even though it's wool, years ago already. Oh no, it's cotton. What did I do with it then? Did I wash it too hot? Oh, it says hand wash. Oops. I definitely didn't hand wash it. So here's what the hype train gave us. Anyways, I love this sweater. It really reminds me of Sweden. It's a bit too short, as you can see. Again, I got it when I was like 12 or 11. But also, yeah, my body didn't change so much. I mean, I got a bit taller, again, which is very visible. But you know, it's in style to have short sleeves. I don't love it, but it's in style. I can't believe that the 1st of December is already over again. Almost. It's almost 5 p.m. for me. It's 4:42. And like, the 1st of December is already over. Time is flying. In 30 days, this year will be over. Which is a crazy concept to me. Hello there. I'm so excited for Christmas, but I feel like usually I'm always really excited for the change of the year. And this year I'm not sure. I feel like I'm not ready to leave 2025. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like there's so much unfinished business for me in 2025. And that's why I don't feel super confident going into. It's not so much aging, it's just I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel super good leaving 2025 like that. I feel like I'd love to have 2 more months of 2025, if that makes sense. Oh my god, me too. I need to get a Christmas tree this week. And I want to decorate it on stream. I definitely would. Yes, oh my god, I checked what you sent, by the way. I checked it out this morning when I was still in bed. And found it, I think, yes. I also found the cutest green dress I have to send you later. But I love what you sent. Need to add it. Oh my god. I'm gonna send it to you right away. Thank you so much. Dankeschön. No, but oh, my legs hurt so much. Oh my god. My legs have not been in so much pain for a really long time. This is gonna be the most unsexualized live stream ever. Yesterday I did some Twitch research randomly. And I watched some of the girls that do streaming. Not the ones that like do hypersexualized pull top streams or anything. I just randomly watched some of the girls. And I'm like, and then I realized how unsexualized I do my streams. I always thought I was pretty sexualized during live streaming, but hell nah. I am so not sexualized, it's crazy. Like, I think that's totally fine. Everybody should do what they want. And like, everybody can watch what they want. I'm not saying anything is bad or something. I just had a really wrong perception of normal streaming. Okay, I really quickly need to take that. One sec. Sorry, that was one of my problems calling me back. Like, that was not a problem, that was the help for one of my problems that called me back. So I really had to take that. Gambling problems? I wish my problems were gambling problems, then they would just be financial. That's easy. Financial problems. Oh, you can easily find solution to financial problems. Thank you so much, Larry. Oh, now I see it. There's so many hearts. Wait, was it before his two? No, I think that's what Henry means. That they were now gifted with this heart. Or not? I'm not sure. Why do they have a heart? Maybe because of what Henry said. That could be. Thank you, Larry. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. There was an option at the top I could pick. Okay, yeah, I think that's what Henry meant, that they have a special thing going on at the moment. You gifted a total of 111 subs, of 111 subs. It's such a funny number. I love that. We're a bit over light, right? Am I the only one saying that? We're a bit over light, yeah. Whoops, that's better. Hello, haven't seen you in a while. Where did I leave this convo? I don't know. I don't remember where I left the convo. Oh, my hair's a mess. I will be doing a bath, a mask, hair care routine tonight. Did I now send Henry the picture? I think I did. I'm sorry, I'm so confused at the moment. Also, I have so many people that I need to get back to. Someone just sent me, a friend of mine sent me an email because I had problems today with my email, and she sent me an email with the, how do you call it? The big text? No, the summary? No, what do you call it? Subject being test, and her text was, "This is a test, Gmail, please give us a rest." And I only now saw, and I think that's so funny, LOL. Anyways, you've been away from the computer. That's good for you, I guess. Not so good for me because I missed you, but kidding. Na 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 na. This song has been on my brain all day. Da 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 da. Okay, anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself here. How was your guys' week, by the way? Shall we do a little? Whoops. Shall we do a little vibe check for the week, maybe? I think that could be nice, no? My week was a 2 out of 10. Sorry, I can't put it any other way. It was a 2 out of 10. Na, 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 na. I just told her that I can't share the invoice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why do people not read my emails properly? Okay. You still have a stomach bug, but went to work? You should not do that. You shouldn't do that. But oh well, I guess you know that you shouldn't do that. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. You've been in the hospital, Jeremy? Are you serious? Why? What's going on? What's going on? Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know you are, Larry. I know. Yes, do so, Jeremy. Really, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish you the best. I'm also not happy with how this year is ending. I really hope that December makes up for my November. I took off, you know, I bit off way too much. And in the beginning, I thought, oh, it'll just be an intense month, I'll manage. But I'm paying the bill for that now. I'm really tired. Oh, no. Okay. Did I not add that now? Oh. You're better now? Oh my god, that's really good to know. Ah. Oh. You know what? I really need a massage. Maybe I'm gonna put. Oh, I really need to. So many people have been asking me to put my Christmas stuff on my throne wish list, and I'm so sorry for not doing it earlier. Oh na 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 na. Oops. My hair is such a mess too. I actually needed an appointment at the hairdresser, but I'm not doing that this year. It'll have to wait until next year. Also, I wanted to ask ChatGPT, which I never use ChatGPT by the way, ChatGPT, to convert one of my images. Log in. Continue with Google. You need to be logged in to use ChatGPT. That's hilarious. I wanted to ask ChatGPT to add a dark colored hair onto one of my pictures and like really blonde hair to one of my pictures, because maybe I want to change the hair color of my hair. Just need to find the picture that I wanted ChatGPT to do it on. Where is it? Where are you, Mr. ChatGPT? Where are you today? Hooray. I simply cannot find it. Awesome. We love that. Huh? Is it in here? Modeling. My hair looks so much more blonde there. You got engaged on Sunday? Congratulations. I appreciate that. I think that is great. Appreciate that is not really the correct term. I'm happy for you. I hope you're happy too. I really don't understand ChatGPT. Can I just say that? Okay. No, I don't want to try anything new. So, can you change the hair color on one of my pics? Color. Okay, here you go. Please change it to white and no, to more blonde and brown. I swear I haven't used ChatGPT since February. I uploaded the picture. What do you mean? I uploaded the picture! Add photos and files. Open. It's not uploading the pic. Why? See, the one time I want to use ChatGPT, it doesn't work. That's heartbreaking. I don't know what ChatGPT is doing, but he's not helping me. For me, ChatGPT is a guy, by the way. That is not me. What the fuck? That is a completely different picture. Okay, give up. See, that was the issue with ChatGPT when I first used it. I used it for the first time in my life in February when I tried to create like inspiration pictures for my newsletter of what my upcoming South Africa and Namibia road trip would look like. And I'm like, can you please put a blonde girl in front of in front of an airplane window, you know, like sitting in an airplane. And then I was like, can you give me a bun? Oh my God, it did not work. Can you open my hair? He kept changing the picture, but not changing the hairstyle. I was getting mad, so mad. It was horrible. It was so horrible. Ugh. Maybe I should dye my hair red. I'm unsure. I want to get like... oh my God. When I was out, did I even tell you? I went out on, we got ready for a Friday night out. A girl smoked, even though it's obviously prohibited to smoke inside the club, and she burned me with her cigarette. It was so painful. I was gonna punch her in the face. I was so mad. Like, what the fuck? My boots were up to here, and she managed to burn me with her cigarette. It's so painful, and I'm gonna get a scar. I know. I've been burned by a cigarette before on my wrist, and I have the most ugly scar ever. Do you see that? I hate it. And like, what do you mean I get this on my leg now too? Just don't smoke when you're not allowed to. And if you have to smoke in a club where there's so many people, then don't drop your cigarette down into between you and the people. Keep your hand up. Like, there's some people, they always smoke in the club. And I don't generally judge that. Like, do what you want. I don't care whether you smoke inside or not, even though it's not allowed. But like, these people know how to smoke to not hurt other people. You cannot. It was so tight, and she literally dropped her hand with the cigarette. She was also majorly drunk, and just pressed. She didn't also not touch me. She literally pressed. That's why it looks so ugly and was so painful. And I literally screamed because I didn't realize, and it was so painful. And I was like, ow. um It's a huge club. I'm not passively smoking, really. You know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm passively smoking as much as you passively smoke when you stand next to someone at the bus stop that smokes, you know? I don't care about passively smoking. I also don't, like, sometimes, like maybe twice a year, I do also smoke. I don't know when I last smoked. Did I smoke this year? I don't know, it doesn't matter, not the point. I'm not super sensitive when it comes to cigarettes, but I'm sensitive to being burned. This did not heal well. This was like 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Something like that. 3 years ago? It's a really, really bad scar too. Like, you see it no matter how tanned I am. You see it in every light. You see it when I move my hand. It's literal scar tissue. No, that's quinoa. No, I don't smoke cannabis. I mean, normal cigarettes. Either way, I'm not sensitive about passive smoking. I'm just sensitive about being injured. I'm eating quinoa with tempeh, kimchi. No. Well, maybe you were just poked then. I was properly like burned. She pressed the cigarette against me until it was very tight there, like super crowded, until it was like, ow, and pulled my leg back. You know what I mean? It wasn't like this. It was, she properly pressed it against me. And this one was also properly pressed, like pressed by a guy. Not on purpose. He wasn't like, let me give you a scar. Not like that. But still pressed. Because it was an accident. You can't sue for that in Austria. You can't sue somebody because they accidentally hurt you in a smoking area with their cigarette. We don't live in the US where you can sue people for everything. But this was nasty. The healing process of that, it was so gross. Mm. Mm. Hello, hello. But yeah. I also, you know what I don't like about cigarettes? Except for the fact that they're like deadly. I don't hate the smell of cigarettes necessarily when they're smoked. I hate the smell in clothes and on your fingers. Like, you only need to hold a cigarette for a moment, and immediately you won't get the smell of your fingers away for so long. That is the most annoying to me. And like, again, I smoke maybe once or twice a year, but I think if I was to smoke more regularly, oh my god, I don't think I could do it, just because of the gross smell that you have when you're not smoking. Why? We don't smoke so much, do we? Yeah, it happens so easily, especially when people don't regularly smoke, like party smokers, and they don't know. I mean, I'm the same. I can't complain. I don't ever smoke. I also don't know how to handle cigarettes to not hurt other people, but also I don't smoke inside clubs. So, anyways, I'm not stupid. People that regularly smoke know how to behave to not injure other people. They have like their tips and tricks. But this girl in the club, and she was so drunk, and I was already so annoyed by her because she was, like, in the last 20 minutes that I was in the club, I left at 3:15 a.m. And shortly before 3, I had my perfect spot. Everything was fine. She and her friend were coming up behind me, and they were both so drunk. Oh, I'm sure she does not remember anything of the night. I don't know why. I don't know her. And you know how drunk people also are not aware of their space? That's what I hate most about drunk people. It's the worst. That's also why I hate alcohol more in clubs than any other thing that people consume. Because drunk people are the worst because they do not care about your space anymore. They don't see you, they slap you with their arms, they stomp onto your feet, they fall into you. Oh, I hate it. And it only happens with drunk people. It's literally the worst. And she was already, she fell into me, she stepped onto my feet, she threw her arm into my face, and I was already fed up with her. So annoying. And then she burnt me with her freaking cigarette, and I was like, you cannot be for real, girl. And she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Shut up. Seriously. And then I turned around to say, Charlotte. I was there to see Charlotte de Witte. Charlotte de Witte. And I was in the VIP area because I know the guy that organizes the parties. He's a friend of mine. So I got to be in the VIP area and had the perfect spot. Literally 20 centimeters away from her, looking into her face. So great. Anyways, Charlotte's set was over and I didn't care so much anymore about watching the DJ, so I turned around into the dance floor and away from that person and facing her with my back, so also she wouldn't bother me anymore for the last 10 minutes that I still stayed before I left, because again, I only cared about Charlotte's set. And then she randomly, she was already standing behind me for 20 minutes, annoying me. She was like, I love your outfit. And I was like, girl, please just shut the fuck up. She didn't even fully process her sentence. I was so annoyed by her. And my friend, we were also like, I and my friend were standing there, and she was also like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill her. Like, I don't know, I will never behave like that in a club. I don't drink when I go to a club, but even if I did drink when I went to clubs, I wouldn't be like that. Like, can you please have some self-awareness and self-control and don't shoot yourself out of this world when you're surrounded by other people that are also trying to have a good time? Also, she was like maybe 20 centimeters tall. Kidding, but she was so small. And still she managed to annoy me so much, even though she was maybe half my size. No. What the heck? No. First of all, I was out clubbing. Second of all, this girl destroyed the last 15 minutes of my night. Second of all, she injured me. Literally. So, no. I'm so grossed out by people like that. Also, so many of the guys in it. I don't know. I love VIP areas, honestly, because usually it means you have space to dance. And I only go to a club, you guys know that, to dance. I don't care about people. I don't care about socializing. I don't care about drinking. None of that. I only want to dance, okay? Obviously, I am a dancer. So, and because I'm very tight with like the party scene and a lot of people organizing parties and everything in Vienna, and I also often partake, I always get access to VIP areas, and I love it because, not because I'm a VIP, but because I have space to dance. Thank you so much, Henry! Anyways, you're the best, Henry. Have a little... If you had just listened up, then you'd know why I get into VIP areas. But that's okay, you can also close off your ears. I don't care. But there's always so many drunk guys in the VIP areas that are so disgusting. So disgusting. Really disgusting. Not in the VIP area, sadly. Not in the VIP areas. Yeah, and for the people that work together with people organizing parties, these people usually also get access to VIP areas. Holy fucking Christ. And backstage even. Crazy, right? Anyways, not from the VIP areas because, you know, these are all guys that paid for tables. So, Happy International. I don't know I read Happy International Monday, which would have been much funnier. So they allow, I mean, at one point you are also kicked out of a VIP area, but you have so much more leash when you pay for a table. And honestly, it's so annoying. Like, this night I was more annoyed by that freaking girl that was so stupidly drunk. And also some of the guys, it's just like, you know, I'm standing here, I have my space, and I'm dancing. I don't look at nobody, I don't talk to nobody because I don't care. Call me asocial, call me whatever, you might be right, but I don't care. I don't go to a party to socialize. I don't go to a party to talk to anybody. And I'm very aware of my space. I usually don't move more than maybe 2 hip widths. Like I'm not even using up 1 square meter. Like I'm very careful with my space because I know that there's also other people around. I don't move, I don't go like woohoo and walk across the room, you know what I mean? I usually don't move my space. I stand where I stand from the beginning to the end of the night. And some guys, they don't even dance, but they're like walking around 4 square meters, bouncing into everybody. It's so annoying. Like, hello, don't you realize that you're disturbing people? Oh, if you cannot control your body movement after 2 beers, then maybe you shouldn't drink, you know? Oh, I hate it. Oh no. That sounds really bad. No, that also happens on normal dance floors. Drunk people running around like they own the place. It's so annoying. Especially when they go backwards and they just stumble and fall into you. Oh. You can always let your frustration out, but not if you're intruding other people with it, you know? Like, I understand getting drunk if you want to, but like, get drunk at your home, like in your living room. Stumble around your living room, not into me, you know? I really hate it. I really do. I just don't like stumbling around, getting out of the way of people that are getting into my way. And also, like, I am so unforgiving. I get so mad at you when you do that. Oops. Truly, guys, please don't get drunk in clubs. It's so disgusting and so unattractive. I hate it. Be sweet, be kind, smile, be like, hi. It's much more sweet than like getting drunk and falling into people. If you can take away one tip from me, let's get drunk in the living room and stumble together. When it happens, so when it happens and I don't care where I am, I immediately leave the space because I don't want to be bothered with it. But usually I care about where I stand because, you know, I pick out a specific place where I feel safe. And then usually what I like to do is I aggressively broaden myself up. I'm like, hello. If I'm with a mixed group, like if I'm with guys, I take one of my guy friends and like put them here because then they're always scared of guys. They like to take girl space, but as soon as I put a guy in between me and the person, it doesn't matter if they're gender, they're like, oh, and walk away. So that is a really great help. Even if that's like really, really sad. It tells you a lot about safety of women. Or also sometimes I just aggressively react. I'm like, what the fuck? Be aware of your space. But usually it's not a good idea because then you're opening a discussion. Even if they apologize and like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It bothers me even more because like then they're talking to me and I'm even more bothered. You know what I mean? Like, just stop it. Don't excuse, just don't do it. Any interaction then is like getting on my nerves even more. Sometimes what also helps is moving into people's direction and taking up their space so they realize, oh, I'm crossing someone's boundaries. But the way it was with this girl, there was no space to move. It was packed. I had enough space to stand normally. And then next to me, there was the railing. I was in the corner of the railing, so I could have perfect closeness and view onto Charlotte. And then she was next to me, so I couldn't move anywhere. Also, I couldn't like move towards her because there was a person next to her as well, and she squeezed into that space just to injure me with her stupid cigarette. That is a lie, but you know what I mean. So annoying. Anyways. The party itself was so good. Charlotte, that was amazing. No. She was so drunk. She didn't do anything on purpose. She was hardcore drunk. She was really, really drunk. She didn't realize, like, when I screamed in pain because she burnt me with her cigarette, she did realize that she burnt me, but I also think she didn't realize that she, like, burnt me. You know what I mean? Like, she realized that it was her cigarette that was hurting me, but her brain didn't process that she was the one who initiated that burn. You know, she was so drunk. I just screamed, ow. I'm very introverted when I go party. Unless I'm like with my party crew and like we organize a party together or whatever, and I'm like backstage with my friends, then I'm very socializing. But when I'm at a party on the dance floor, I'm very introverted. Very, very introverted. Also, like I was out with my friends. We were 3 girls. And we also didn't really talk to each other because I also just don't like talking to my friends when I'm on the dance floor. I just prefer to be there for the music and dance. I don't need to talk to you. If you want to talk, we can like meet at your home and hang out on the couch. But like I'm not putting in the energy, staying up all night to go to a club to then talk to my friends. It doesn't make any sense to me. Truly not. Like I'm okay with saying hi to people if I meet them and I haven't seen them. Like I'm not like not looking at anybody. That's not what I mean. But for me, partying and clubbing is not, you know, grabbing a drink together. It's more dancing, enjoying the music, listening, vibing together, dancing together. That I love, but for everything else, I'm not driving 40 minutes to an event location and burning my sleep for nothing, you know. I grabbed 1 drink and water. So I was where I was stood, there was a table obviously because it was the VIP area and they had water there and I grabbed the water there. I knew the people whose table it was. I didn't just randomly steal people's drinks, but I usually just drink water. And I grabbed 1, what did I drink? Coke Zero. When I entered the VIP area because I was so thirsty, that I was like, what non-alcoholic beverages do you have? And he was like, we have Red Bull. And I was like, no, if I drink a Red Bull, I can't sleep later. And Coke, which is the worst ever. Usually in Vienna, you have a lot more non-alcoholic beverage options in clubs, but maybe that was because it was the VIP area. Nobody in the VIP area drinks non-alcoholic stuff. Usually they have like lemonades and everything. But so I went for a Coke Zero and then I just had water. I also don't know why they had so much water. It was soda water and they had it because they ordered a bottle of vodka for vodka soda, I think. There was so much water cans, like 35 water cans in that bowl. Is it obvious that I don't know anything about drinking culture in clubs? Probably. Maybe it's normal that you get water with your drink. No, I don't know. Well, no, I don't like to meet new people when I'm out partying. I actually hate that. I'm sorry. I'm the opposite. I hate it when people chat me up. No, that's also not true. Like sometimes, for example, I met someone in the VIP area and he was like, I've seen you for the third time now. I need to tell you that I know you. And he like told me that he knows me from, you know, my content and stuff. And we talked for like 2 minutes and that's so fine. I just like, I'm so fine with somebody, or a lot of people are always like, oh my God, I love the way you dance, because not to brag, but obviously I can dance. So a lot of people always come up to tell me, and that's so sweet. So sweet. And I love to exchange kindness then, but I'm not the person that like meets people when she's out and about. Like 30 seconds of conversation is enough. No, I can't. I don't go with you there. My last concert, which was Jamiroquai, 2 weeks ago, the woman, she was at least twice my age, that was stood next to me was the worst party experience I've ever had, probably. She was, oh my God, she was so rude. Did I ever tell you? Okay, I need to tell you. If I told you, ignore me. So, I had like standing tickets for Jamiroquai, and they separated the standing area. But it was not a golden circle, aka you didn't need tickets to enter the front circle. It was just separated in case of mass panic, that, you know, the people in front of the stage could not be pressed too much towards the stage because it was interrupted. And I decided that I wanted to be behind that interruption space because there was a railing and it was elevated a bit. And I stood up on the elevation. The elevation was not an elevation. The elevation was just the floor piece of the railing that made the railing stand. But I held onto the railing and like could put my bag over the railing before the concert, like until the concert started. And I was just comfy, you know, I felt pretty safe there. Anyways, the concert was starting, not the concert, but the pre-concert, the DJ was starting to play. The room was starting to fill. And I stood there. I did not move for 2 hours. My place, you know, I arrived early for my place. And then this group of like middle-aged people, guys and girls, they were maybe between 40 and 60. I don't know. I can't pinpoint people's ages, but for sure twice my age. And her female friend, sat next to me in the space. All fine. I stood like this. And then I felt her trying to squeeze in between the two of us and trying to push me away. And I was like, what is she doing? What the heck? And then she tried to push me away like I have never felt someone do it. It was so crazy. She tried to push me away with all of her. It was insane. It was insane. So rude. So freaking rude. Like not, you know, trying to squeeze in and then like doing your space. No. She tried to push me out of the way with all of her power that she had. And I was like, is this happening right now? And I turned towards her because like I'm not easy to push if I don't want to be pushed, unless you're an NFL player. But, you know, I have core strength. I am a very strong person, even if I don't look like it. And I looked to her and I was like, I don't even remember what I said. I think I said, sorry. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. As if it was an accident, but it wasn't like one push. It was until I said something. And then I turned away and she did it again. She was like, she held the bar and she pushed me to push me out of the way. And there were people all around me. She also pushed me completely into other people, or tried to push me into other people. I also couldn't like back out of it or anything. Anyways, and then I turned to her and I was like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Stop that shit. Like, seriously. And you know, the DJ was playing. Both of my hands were at the railing and I was dancing to the DJ because we're at the freaking concert. And I was stood like this, shoulder width apart, and I was like, you know, dancing. And maybe sometimes lifting one hand, but one of my hands was always at the railing and my feet did not move. And she was like, well, there's also other people. Maybe you shouldn't dance like that. And I was like, excuse me, we're at the freaking concert. Are you telling me I shouldn't dance? I didn't jump around or anything, you know. I understand if I jumped into a person and the person was like, can you please be careful? Then I would totally understand, but I never do that. I'm not crazy. And then I was like, we're at a concert. If I want to dance, I dance. And then she was like, but you're not alone at that concert. There's also other people. No one else was annoyed by my dancing, just her that tried to squeeze into between me and another person. And then both her female friend and her, I think, husband, partner, whatever, like were like telling her to stop. And then she had a huge fight with her partner / husband / boyfriend about it. A huge fight. And I'm sure she completely destroyed her concert experience for herself because of her stupid behavior. Can I emphasize on the fact that she was at least twice my age? Imagine you're a 55-year-old woman trying to push a 20-year-old girl out of the way because you want to get the better spot. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if some teenagers are crazy about a concert and they want to get to the front, then, like, it's not okay, but, like, they're teenagers. But you're a 55-year-old woman trying to use your body weight to tackle a young girl out of the way that's having fun at a concert. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, seriously. You're so annoying too. What the heck? Stop it, or you're banned. You're really annoying me. Yeah, I was like, and I wasn't, in that moment, I was obviously mad at her for pushing me out of the way. But the second she turned away from me and left, I didn't think about her and enjoyed my concert. But for her, she ruined her whole concert experience because she got into a huge fight because her group was telling her to stop that shit. And I think, yeah, she was in a weak position because I was like stood like this and she was trying to push me out of the way with her back. She had the railing like this and like tried to push me out of the way like that, but I was stood like this and I was like, what the heck are you doing? I just think it's so rude. Like, I don't know. If you want to have the best spot at a concert, then arrive 2 hours before the concert and queue and get your spot. You know what I mean? Did I have the best spot in the concert? No. Did I push out the people in the best spot that arrived 5 hours before the concert because they wanted to have the best spot? No, I would never do that. If I have a bad spot, then that's my problem. If I feel unsafe somewhere, I can ask people, sorry, can I maybe go in front of you? I'm sorry, I don't feel good where I stand. If someone did that to me, I would totally give up my spot for them. But how mean are you to try and push people away? No, it wasn't overcrowded. It was not overcrowded. It was not overcrowded at all. Not at all. She had a perfect space behind me. She was stood behind me with her friends and they were chatting before she tried to push me away. She just wanted my spot. Oh, so annoying. I just think the audacity that some people have is unbelievable. I don't know. And I also think like the reason she was so mad at me is because I had more fun than she did. You know, I was in such a good mood that day. I was so genuinely happy to be at that concert. I had a full week behind me. I was looking forward to that concert for a year. I bought those tickets a year ago. And I was just really happy. I had a cute outfit on. You guys know my outfit. I had my cute little pigtails and my denim and my bright orange shirt. And I was just really happy, you know, and vibing. And even though the concert did not start, I was happy with the DJ and just, you know, having a good time. And she was unhappy with her place and saw that I was like really happy with my place. So she was mad at that. And I think that's also why she's like, and again, she did not only try to push me out of the way as a woman that's twice my age, she also told me to stop dancing at a freaking concert. Again, she's twice. Imagine you're a 55-year-old woman or guy telling a 20-year-old girl to stop dancing at a concert. Exactly. She did not have a good time and she was bothered by me having a good time. It was so obvious that it was not about the space. It was about the fact that I was super like happy and dancey. And she was not. And it's so interesting. I also always think that that is a really good reminder for yourself that sometimes, you know, I'm sure I've done that before in my life as well. And whenever I experience that, I always, like, it's a good reminder to make sure that you never behave that way, that you never project and just try to destroy other people's experiences just because yours is not as good. And try to, like, put your anger onto somebody that's having a good time. Yeah, anyways, why did I talk about that? Oh, because that one girl, yeah. I love that. Well, I have to say, so I was stood right behind the railing, and then there was this like gateway, this space with the security stood, so they could like get people out in case there was mass panic and like give them space to breathe. And then there was like the inner circle, and there were some like 40 to 70-year-old women, no, maybe 50 to 70-year-old women in that inner circle, and they were so happy to be at the concert. And I looked at them all the time, like they were in between me and the band, so they were always in my vision. They were so cute. I loved it so much. They were so happy and dancey, and I really hope that once I am in that age, I still happily go to concert and have the body condition to be able to do that. So I really love that. But yeah, that one woman. And again, I'm 100% sure that the concert was so good. Like objectively, the concert was so good. They played for an hour longer than they should have. They played all of their good songs. Like the crowd was amazing. Everything worked. So objectively, the concert was really good. For me, subjectively, it was also really good. But I'm sure for her, subjectively, it was not good at all. I'm sure she had a really bad night. And I'm so sorry for her because, like, she destroyed her night for nothing. For nothing. She wasted everything, yeah. Oh, I ran into something yesterday here. No, the day before yesterday. And I didn't realize until now, but do you see how green that circle is? I have a bleeding thing in there, but the circle is so green. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Oh Lord. That is one hell of a green bruise. Almost as bad as my cigarette burn. Ugh. Also, it's Monday, and that happened on Friday. honestly, any, and I call them scene clubs. I don't know if that term exists in English. In German, it exists. Like any club that is owned or like populated by a target group, whether that is the gay scene or whether that is a sex positive party or whether that is, I don't know, you know what I mean? Any party space that has a specific target audience is always so much nicer to party in. Almost always so much nicer, because the people go there not to randomly party and take home other people. They go there because that is their community, that is their music, their artists, their go-to club. So they're much more aware with the space. They're much more careful. Because they like it there. Unlike random people that go to the random club that is in the city randomly just because they want to. Usually, and also, if you go to a club for a specific event, a specific artist that's coming, or something specific, it's also always a much nicer experience because everybody wants to specifically go to that event, and that is their target, and not randomly going out and getting drunk. So I 100% agree with you. It's so much nicer to go to specific clubs for specific days, because the experience most of the time is much nicer. I also sometimes go to random clubs, but usually the experience is much more friendly, caring, aware. Everybody is trying to take care of other people because they're from the same community. They have the same interest in that one artist. You know what I mean? Unless you're a 55-year-old woman at a Jamiroquai concert trying to tackle me out of the way. You know these street interviews where people are like asked how many yards they would make in an NFL game, and people are like, yeah, I would just like run through. Truth is, they would be like killed within 2 seconds because they couldn't take a tackle. She'd be good in an NFL game. She could take any tackle and she'd tackle everybody out of the way. Oh yeah, if you've got a good group with some tall, big guys, that makes a huge difference. That makes a huge difference too. I also realized that again when on Friday, it was the first time in a really long time that I only went out with my 2 best female friends. Usually we always have guys with us because like we're a mixed friends group and everybody goes out with everybody. We don't really do like gender specific things. It was just randomly that it was just the 3 of us, and it was such a different experience. Because when you're in a mixed, bigger group, you're regarded as like a group. And people don't approach you so much. You're a bigger target thing that people don't interact with so much, and you have much more safety when partying. Whereas when it's just, 2 or 3 people, then people often like divide you when partying, randomly chat you up and stuff. So yeah, that's true. No, that's so sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. And, random fact, I think that also tall and big guys when partying are usually very nice to be next to. Even congratulations on your watch streak. Even if you don't know them, because tall and big guys are usually very careful, because also in their daily life, they're used to hitting everything because they're tall and big. They're used to, tackling everything. So from a very early age on, they learn to be aware when they move. And so when they're in a club, they usually also have much more awareness than like small, tiny girls. Small, tiny girls are the worst party people, because tiny, small girls, are used to just sneaking in everywhere, running without consciousness because they're small and tiny. In a club, that's the worst. And I really enjoy partying, even if I don't know them, next to big, tall people, guys, because they're almost always aware of their height and size. And therefore are much more careful and much more conscious than like small girls. Yes. But that means that you're like, I don't know, you're also like, I feel like sometimes also tall and big guys are just afraid to hurt other people in crowded spaces. Also like in the subway, for example. Whereas small people are so unbothered. They're like, I hate it. This is turning into a very specific rant here against small people. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rant or hate on small people. I'm just trying to talk about my experiences. Oh, I'm so tired, gosh. Yeah, do's and don'ts when you go clubbing. I could write a book. Oh my god, I could write a book. One of the biggest don'ts, staring at people. Stop freaking staring at people. It is freaking me out if you stare at me. It is very scary if you stare at me. It's very weird. Stop, please. Oh no, that's so sad. That's so sad. Her poor father. You can look at them. You can look at them, you can smile at them, and then look the other way. Don't be a creep. And if you want to communicate, go up to the person and talk to the person like, hi, I really like whatever. But don't stare. It's you're destroying people's experiences if you stare. Like really, you're literally destroying people's experience. Also, if you're staring at a guy that moves in a weird way, you're also destroying his dancing experience. I'm not just talking about hot girls, you know. What is really nice, do when you're out clubbing, move out of the way if people want to leave the dance floor. Be aware if people move around you and make space for them to move. Make freaking space for people to move off the dance floor. Maybe it's too tight for them, they're getting a panic because there's too many people, they need to go to the toilet, they are searching for their friends, doesn't matter. Make space. Some people are annoyed by people that walk around. Just let people pass. So definitely do that. Let people pass. What else? Yeah. Don't clap non-stop. This is also true for concerts. Unless there's like a moment going on, don't randomly clap to the beat. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. I don't want to hear your clap. I want to hear the music. What else? Be aware of like other people's safety. Like for example, I'm always somehow aware what's happening in front of me. If I like feel people being approached in a way they don't like, I'm always ready to step up. That is also a definite do in a club. Hello, hello. What else? Don't take pictures of people in videos. Yeah, like be patient. Be patient, I agree. Yeah, be patient if things don't move quickly. Smile back. Lose eye contact. Make eye contact again after some time. See if she makes eye contact again. And smile again. And if she smiles back again, then you can approach. Don't immediately approach people just because they smile at you. Lose eye contact. Give them space. Don't be a creep. Make eye contact again after a couple of minutes. If there's signals again from her side, then you might be able to approach her. But don't just because somebody smiles at you, run up to them and chat them up. Because sometimes people are just friendly, you know. Oh my God, he's like, I agree, it's the worst. Don't do that. I mean, unless it's like the end of a concert, for example, and everybody's screaming and clapping, then you can do what you want to cheer, but not in between tracks, like at clubbing or like songs or whatever. Yeah, that's the worst. Thank you so much, Henry. Yes, I'd love to chat. Oh no. Are you having a real Monday? I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, like the same way that I said, let people pass. What I always do when I want to get past people, like let's say that's another person, I always go like, can I get through? Like I don't randomly push people. I'm always like, sorry. So I can make people aware of my need to pass through them and give them the chance to step out of the way and not just push into them. Yeah, that's also a good tip. Either like leave at 5:30 a.m. or like wait until the very, 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 very end, 6:10 a.m. until the people are done, chat with your friends, and then leave. I usually like to leave a bit before the very end. Yeah, I know that for some people, yeah, that's what I mean. That's also why I don't like to chat when I'm clubbing, because clubbing is not for hanging out and chatting. Clubbing is for dancing. If you want to chat, you go to a bar, you know? We do have some great bars in Vienna, but I'm not a bar person. I think I haven't been in a bar since March. I really don't go to bars. That's so funny and kind of true, yeah. I know so many people that met like really good friends while they were queuing for something. That's so true. So many people literally meet people when they're queuing for a club or an event or something. That's true. Because everybody's like in their stupid waiting state and like, hello, we're forced to be here like for the next 20 minutes to 2 hours. No, I usually don't watch other people dancing. I only care about dancing myself. My legs are in so much pain. Yeah, airports are the same, true. That's crazy. You should go out. I hope one day I can be like the weird grandma that's still in a club that everybody's weirded out by, but you're really having a good time. Or like I want to still go to festivals when I'm a grandma. And like I always stay at the back of the dance floor and enjoy. Oh, I am tired. I am tired. I am tired. Like ballroom dance competitions? No, I'm the only dance I am in is ballet, and yeah. I'm not in the dance scenery. Like a dance space besides ballet. Gosh, I'm tired. Yes. Well, not like it's 2020, because in 2020 nobody partied because there was Corona, COVID-19. But if we change it for 2023, then yes. Oh, I know West Coast Swing. I have seen West Coast Swim improv things. It's so cool. But I don't know West Coast swing, but it always looks so fun with those people improvising together. I love it a lot. I had it in my Instagram timeline for a very long time. That is the next reason why you shouldn't drink when you're going out. It's so expensive. I never need much money. Like I paid $18 for my Coke Zero, my friend's Red Bull, and my other friend's, what did she have? And that was everything I spent that night because I didn't drink anything else. I wanna party like it's night. Yeah, but I didn't go out weekly. Oh my god, that is the next thing. Like I'm never talking about going out weekly. I go out once every 2 months. If once every 3 months, maybe. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you for tonight. Because I'm really getting tired. But it was a blast. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully with more energy already. It's 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Yeah, I hope you have a great start into the rest of your week. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sleepy because of all of my November month, not because of today. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.